He'd have outscored the Celtics here in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, 8-2. Tatum with his left-hand dribble, able to scoop and sneak it in past James Johnson. This is a terrific.
He's still getting triple-doubles, by the way. He's got 4 in the first 7 games. Tatum trying to get by Melo late in the clock.
How about the trap?
Oh.
Hey, wait a second.
How about as well?
Baines into the corner to Tatum. Tatum on the drive. Lays it home. Celtics with a 6
mark in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving back on the floor, as is Al Horford. Boston down by 4. Tatum, oh, what a play! Able to hold on as the Warriors would try to knock it in.
One possession game. Horford passes up to 3. Tatum to the basket, backs it home, and has a chance for a 3-point play. Tatum. Got Amir Johnson in the switch, wants a little room. Comes back the other way to the basket for 2.
How about that? Wow!
Celtics looking for their 19th win of the year, looking to go 19-4. That would be the best record in the NBA. Tatum for 2.
That's what you want to do.
Great player development stories of R.C. Buford, the general manager, and Greg Popovich. Tatum left alone, and he makes San Antonio pay.
You're absolutely Coach Messina, Emi Udoka. I can't believe Udoka is never mentioned for head coaching jobs. It boggles my mind as Tatum with a terrific finish.
Yeah, great point.
I've watched him.
Inside and then kicked out. Tatum, what a fake. The drive of the
Jayson, nice move. And Jayson Tatum is a highly skilled player. That's why Chandler, 11 years in the league. Tatum, step away.
Grizzlies not able to clean the defensive glass. Tatum.
We see why they are loving.
Starts the quarter. Celtics 5 of 7.
Again, the turnovers here have aided the Celtics to this double-digit lead.
And Tatum not looking like a rookie that trip.
And that is the same on the road. They're as good on the road as they are at home. That's the rookie Tatum.
And he's one of the reasons why. Because he may be underrated. He was probably the first. That's a 2-point corner where you get some 3-pointers going, so you don't mind that.
Yeah, the 2 home losses here to Detroit and Oklahoma City. The Pacers scored just 96.5 points and shot 43%. And that's another.
And get a tune-in alert right before each and every game, or stream directly at NBCSportsBoston.com. It's all brought to you by Nissan.
Terrific move by the Rook. He is 0 for 11 from the field. Tatum, played by Beasley. Tatum has to fire with the shot clock rolling down. A 3-pointer for Jayson.
I'm a senior, remember.
Tatum, nice crossover. Pretty finish.
Proven they can win in the regular season. It's about the playoffs.
And it's getting past that conference semifinal. Nice drive by Tatum.
Coaches that win the most do the best job, but I would say there's a lot of guys who do a good job as Tatum drives it to the rim and finishes.
Whoa.
And my sub-500 coaches.
You contest like that with effort, you get the benefit of the doubt on 50-50 calls. Especially if you're going straight up.
Yep. Tatum powers it down with the right hand. My goodness.
Rebound taken off by Morris. 4th rebound from Morris off the bench. Tatum with the dribble and the pull-up. Got it.
Are you kidding me right now? Mike, are you kidding me right now?
Game, and it sticks with me.
Tatum, some pretty crossovers. Boy, that's a 19-year-old that just did that. Lead back up to 13. He's got 16.
Rozier by Moutier out to Tatum. Tatum's had a great season shooting threes. Inside acrobatic. Good move. They're calling these little grabbing ones in the 5. Crowd chant defense now. At 66 all. Oh, down goes Torrey Craig. And Tatum.
Off pick and rolls.
Rozier up top to Tatum. Tatum. He made that so difficult. And then hits the shot. Shot clock down to 8. Good defense from Lance Thomas, a fellow Dookie. Tatum tries again. Pull-up jumper. Boy, that is smooth and fun to watch. Tatum with 15 points.
So in regular season, I like these opportunities for guys to step up and see what they're made of.
Tatum trying to get involved early. Little floater in the lane for 2.
There you go. You got a chance to call Tatum's name in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Tatum taking it to Connaughton. Tough shot. Makes it. We're tied at 75.
Going away from the basket. Brings it back to his right hand. Tough.
Just under 5 minutes to go opening quarter. Tatum. Tatum for 2.
That's going to be a staple of his game.
Of course, making these trades as Tatum gets inside and scores. Making these trades from Dan Gilbert. Put the Cavs even.
That's ludicrous, and the guy puts such pressure on his kid. His kid's a good kid out there, and for extra pressure because of his dad's stupidity.
They don't keep the ball moving after a switch. If you switch against Paul or Harden, they do it differently. They're going to go straight ISO and try to beat your guy off the dribble.
Sweet shot there from Tatum. He's 4 for 5.
You would think Brad Stevens is going to say, I got to get somebody in there that can score the ball. They have a big lead, but as Tatum knocks down that little mid-range jumper.
Well, Neil, sometimes you bring in that second group.
They've become a very good basketball team.
Tatum. Crossover on Bogdanovich and buries the jump shot.
Well, that's the weakness in their defense.
Mecca. And number 1, Kelly Oubre Jr. Another Jayhawk putting in mad work. Serving up.
Six, 7, 6, 8. Now Tatum, signs advantage on Holiday. Not bad. Man, oh man, shorten the dribble to get into a stroke, into a rhythm, didn't he? Ooh, that hurt. Jayson Tatum, talk about flexibility and dexterity.
Kept his dribble as well.
And now getting to the hole for a layup. All right, I'm not in pain for him any longer.
No, he's down. You can kind of do whatever you want to. Rest a lot of guys if you want.
Diallo's got the last 6 for the Pels. Tatum creating space and barged his way to the hole. He bounced him around in there, didn't he?
Big boy move right there.
6 points.
Want to cook or go out? Domino's was very friendly.
Yes. A lot of late nights eating Domino's pizza at the University of Connecticut.
Nice move there. Hey, that's a great move by Tatum, but that's bad defense to be determined for the East. And I say set because Detroit doesn't strike me as a team that has a chance to make the postseason. Is Tatum able to get all the way to the rim uncontested?
Maturation just over the last couple of weeks, EJ.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, he has the skill set to grow. And, you know, it's not quite there yet, but we see his athletic ability, his ability to do some things that a lot of players can't get done.
Go, go, go.
Josh got away with a pull and a tug of the jersey of Horford.
Chris contesting on that long 2 by Tatum. And Jay Triano has seen enough.
Tied at 80. Tatum to the hoop.
Nice play against the aggressive defense of Van Vliet. Ice cold as well.
Morris. Tatum makes a quick move, takes it to the basket. Left hand for two. Boston by 10.
Oh, no.
Fan being removed from the area of the inbound. Wow. Bledsoe, the fifth, through for a flush. Jayson Tatum, 103-100.
8 points.
And you need that kind of athleticism defensively. There's so many talented wing players with good size. Tatum drives in, bumps, and able to finish.
We've seen him relax because all the energy in this building, you can feed off it as a player.
Jayson Tatum off to a good start. He's hit a couple. One of them a dunk that got him on their feet, and a nice move, and around and around and down it goes.
Good, solid.
Coach, opposing team that matches up against the Bucks know if they hit three-pointers, they are as dangerous as anyone. That is their Achilles heel, though. Not a great shooting team. Tatum again, and he's looking for a foul. He wants some more. Larkin running the point, hoping Larkin has a better window of playing time here this go-around after 4 turnovers. And Jayson Tatum with that deadly mid-range.
Sensational dunk, and it was easier to block. Jabari Parker trying to earn some minutes tonight. And Tatum silences the crowd with a finger roll. Now when you Rozier. Gotta get your movement now. Tatum goes to work on Dellavedova. Foul and one. They call the block. No, just to make the catch on that. Guarded by Antetokounmpo.
All I know, it was a wasted 2-on-1 break where you should have had a layup.
And Jayson Tatum cleans it all up with a smooth-looking three-pointer.
Passes into the pump tonight by fronting his man.
Tatum one-on-one against Middleton. Takes out his do-it-yourself kit for the lead. The Celtics.
Rozier dumps it down to Tatum. Jabari Parker on him. Tatum goes right by him and scores. And one for Jayson. Shot attempts. Boston getting a lot in the paint here in this first quarter. Already 12 points inside the lane. Tatum will pull this one on the mid-range. He has got a beautiful stroke. Jayson Tatum has come.
No rhythm in the break right now, the Bucks don't. They're going against this tough Celtic half-court defense almost every possession, and it's tough scoring against that.
Here's Tatum. All the way in. Jayson Tatum scores. Giannis Antetokounmpo have been a dangerous scoring tandem for the Bucks. Tatum trying to get by Parker. Does so. Tatum with a little finger roll for the flash at the end. Redick scored the first 8 points of the game. Sixers jumped out to an 8-0 lead, but now Boston in a 7-3 run. And Tatum hits a three. What a playoff series he is having.
And he's doing that against Marcus Smart, who's an elite defender. So it just shows you how quick Redick is and how he can move without the ball.
Tatum crossover all the way in. Gets the steal from Baines. The layup by Jayson Tatum.
Tatum on the handoff, steps back, has Šarić on him now, and the timer at 4. Tatum for 3. It's good.
He has proven all year that he can make
Šarić battling with Horford and Smart. Nice pass, Tatum. And looked like an offensive foul, a push-up, and rattles around and down. And Tatum has the hot hand with 7 straight.
Yep.
Played 40 minutes tonight. Shot clock at 8. Tatum against Embiid. Tatum got Embiid off his feet. Great finish at the rim. 2-point game again.
How about that play from?
Yes, you never know. It might turn into some three-pointers as well. Šarić was shooting in the middle 30s for a field goal percentage in this series. Tatum again. Wow. Splits 2 defenders. Finishes. Morris and Tony Tan. All led in the truck by producer Tom Heitz. Director Howie Singer. Three-pointer is up and good. It's the first game that Embiid is playing without the visor across the mask. Fractured orbital bone in the left eye. As Tatum, little shake and bake, and gets a friendly bounce.
Beautiful shot there by Tatum. Put the ball on the floor.
Starting center this year.
Yes, he does, Brian. His ability to shoot the ball, put it on the floor, and get to the paint, so impressive.
Tatum drops Covington and scores. Covington went for the steal, ended up on his backside.
Smart finds Tatum, Green guarding him. Tatum backs up, 4 to shoot. Tatum on the drive, falling away, puts it up, puts it in. The shot clock expires. Hood gets on Tatum. Tatum spins in the paint. Bank shot straight on. Just took him right to the basket. A delay of game warning call. The Celtics have regained control once again. Tatum shake and bake. Three-pointer. Bang!
He needs.
Tatum has Hood on him. Hood has struggled defensively in these playoffs. Tatum tries to take advantage and does. Tough shot for his first field goal. Tatum gets past Nance. Scoop layup is good.
Not enough talk about maybe one day meeting Kobe Bryant.
That was his favorite player growing up in St. Louis. That's why he started playing basketball and knocks down the three. Tatum pulls back. Tristan Thompson guards him. Tatum jump shot. Got it! Jayson Tatum erupting here in the second quarter. Rozier. Tatum forces up the shot, knocks it down. 10 points now for Jayson Tatum. Get a little rushed. Tatum against George Hill, steps back at the elbow. That's a big-time shot. The Bane somehow comes up with it. Shot clock down to 4. Tatum on the move. Tatum's got to put it up. Just gets it off in time and nails it. Jayson Tatum with 17.
The man going under, time and space to change direction.
Tatum drives on J.R. Smith, stumbles a bit, somehow gathers himself and lays it up and in. Tatum with just his second fifth. Shot clock down to 5 again. Thompson, excellent defense. Tatum. Oh, Tatum nails it. Thompson played him beautifully.
He is making the greats in the right.
All right, Doris. Celtics scored 26 points in the first quarter. They have 30 since. Tatum, the runner, banks it in.
And I think